All right. How you doing, folks? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report for a weekend edition. It's Sunday, October 3rd. Hope you're having yourself a good start to your day. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner, or hit the subscribe button below this video if you are using a mobile device. Today's podcast brought to you by bullpenpicks.com. Anybody can play, anybody can join. Follow the top scores each and every day right here at bullpenpicks.com. And let's go take a look who our top scorer is this morning. And we have a new leader. It's the Chuck 5252, Michael Parachuk at 786. Crankster 374 is in second place at 785. And there's Kai Cobb at 780 with Muss rounding up the top four pickers here at bullpenpicks.com. And folks, it's the last day to make baseball picks, and then we head right into the maybe the play-in games, and then the wild cards, and then playoffs and World Series. And next thing you know, it's season over, right? So right now, I want to wish good morning to Sniper. Sniper's in the house. There's Gloria K. Morning, Gloria. Breakfast Club. And let's see here. Again, folks, don't forget, you can share this podcast each and every day if you just go on the share button and post it to your Twitter, Instagram, Facebook feed. And the more people we have showing up each and every day. And now NBA is upon us. We got our first preseason basketball game today. And that should be an interesting matchup. You got the Lakers taking on the Brooklyn Nets. In fact, the Lakers a 4-point favorite, and the over-under is set at 221, 220.5 in some books. But hey, NBA's here, preseason hockey's here, college football, NFL, it's all here, and we're ready to go here at the Raymond Report. All right, how was your Saturday? I know I have seen better Saturdays. It wasn't a banner day for yours truly. Lost my 5-star best bet with LSU. And then my premium picks, I had Oklahoma State was the only winner. UAB fell short to Liberty. And the other one was, what was my other best bet? I think it was Wake Forest. They won, but they didn't cover the spread. So it wasn't a great day yesterday. We had some really good football games. In fact, Cincinnati and Notre Dame. So those 5 games I told you guys about yesterday, to watch out, and don't even think about betting those games because the bookmakers they probably had a field day yesterday. In fact, let me go take a look on how the college football betting did on Saturday, and the favorites in week number 5 won 65%. In fact, yesterday for October 2nd, the favorites won 38 games and they lost 19 games straight up. So that just gives you an indication. And when you compare that to the other Saturday, 44 wins, 14 losses. The Saturday prior, 47-15, and then 55-10 in week number 2. So that's week 5. Here's week 4, 3, 2, and there's 1. So week 1, 44-13 on a Saturday for the favorites. Week 2, 55-10. Week 3, 47-15. Week 4, 44-14. And then you can see the decline, right? 38-19. So every week it's surprise Saturday, and the favorites only covered 26 games yesterday. Underdogs were 26-30-1 for the dogs. The Saturday before that was 24-33-1. If you're betting underdogs this season in college football, you're doing pretty well. In fact, yesterday 52.5%, or this week, the underdogs covered in college football. So it's been a crazy college football season, and to me there's only two teams, and the rest are fighting for 3rd and 4th, right? Georgia and Alabama, and then everybody else is fighting for 3rd and 4th, or whatever teams they have going in the FBS. All right, let's take a look at Major League Baseball and see how the Major League Baseball teams did yesterday. And let me see here. 71% of the overs came in yesterday in baseball. It was 10-4-1 for Major League Baseball betting overs. We got a good race here today. In fact, I think the way I understand it is if the Yankees and Red Sox win, that's it. They're in, and the rest is thanks for coming out, right? Is that how you guys understand it as well? Let me take a look at the standings right now. And I think from the wild card perspective in the American League East, it's Boston, New York Yankees each have 91 wins. So if they win today, that's it. They have those 2 wildcard spots. Now, if they lose, any of them lose those games, and Seattle, Toronto wins, I think we got some play-in games tomorrow, and that'll be exciting, right? That'll be one to watch, especially if Toronto makes it up here. You know, the country will be watching that game for sure. Now, in the In the National League, let's take a look at the National League. It's St. Louis and Dodgers, that's it. And those are your 2 wild card spots. But the American League East is where all the fun is going to be at, right? It's going to be fun to watch the American League East. All right, welcome to the show. My name is Ron Raymond. I do this each and every day, 7 days a week. I'm on live stream. I try to get here at 10:30 Eastern. As much as I like to be punctual, because being an ex-military guy, we all know it's if you're late, you're doing a hatless dance, right? That's what they call what do they call it in the military court, right? When you go to military court, you do a hatless dance. That's what they call forget the word that they use to the terms, but yeah, you don't want to be doing a hatless dance in the military, that's for sure. But I try to be as punctual as possible, but sometimes it's technical, right? With all the stuff that we got to do to get ready for the show. Got to make sure all the ducks are aligned, and hopefully we got everything going for you guys. All right, need to make up for my day yesterday, says Gloria K. Yeah, we all do, right? And that's why the NFL is here. What a crazy, from Thursday to Sunday, you got those NFL Thursday night games, those isolated games, which I don't like at all. Then you got Friday, CFL games normally, if people like to bet the CFL, and then you got a handful of college football games. Now you're throwing in NBA, NHL, man, and this is why less is more. I can't be more specific when I talk about money management. That less is more. And oh man, what the hell is a fly doing in here? Hey, it's October 3rd, and I got a fly in the room here. Don't see that in October here in Canada, right? But if you're interested, folks, we're running a Oktoberfest type flash sale, and right now, if you use promo code OCT October, so OCT25, all capital letters, you can get 25% off your next membership package right here. Friggin' fly in the room here. It's going to drive me nuts. Hey, so OCT25, and you can get 25% off your next membership package right here just by using the promo code OCT25, and that's the flash sale. We're going to run it for the month of October. And I was going to call it a Oktoberfest, but I'll call it a flash sale since we are in October. And so, all right, let's take a look at the free horse racing tip, and then we're going to go right into we'll go into baseball, and then we'll go NFL, and then we'll try to get some winners here today. Good morning, Mitchell Watson's in the house. I'd like to say good morning to Mitchell. And let's go to race number 1 today at Gulfstream Park, $25,000 maiden claiming race, 12:50 post time. At the stream, 5 furlongs, all-weather track, so I guess it's going to be on the dirt. 271 in race number 1 today at Gulfstream Park. The number 2 horse, Gonzalez, taking a ride here on the number 2, Super Fine, 5-2 morning line. The number 7 horse, Without a View, with Miguel Angel Vasquez riding the number 7 horse. And the 1 horse, Wildcat Star, Rios, taking a ride here on Wildcat Star, 8-1 morning line. Now, the joker play, the value play of the day is the 6 horse, Numeric, with Christian Torres taking a ride here on the 6, Numeric. 9-2 morning line here on Numeric. And if you're going to play an exacta, let's go 277116 exacta box. And if you're going to go trifecta, 271671 trifecta box. Always remember to box those horses. And if you're going to play the joker at 9-2 morning line, the number 6 horse, Numeric. Always remember the double Dutch betting system, and that is if you got a $20 budget, put 10 to win, 10 to place on the 6. So this way you get paid. He comes in first, you get paid twice. He comes in second, you get paid once. All right, let's go to the card for Major League Baseball, and let's take a look at some of the games here today. I know there's going to be probably some crazy lines. There's always great lines. Hey, the last day of baseball, minus 300, minus 400 maybe, and we'll see if we got any of those lines. All right, I want to say good morning to who's in the house here. We got OG Wheat from the ATL. We got Jermaine Brown. Good morning, everybody. Hopefully everybody's having themselves a good start to their day, and getting ready for the 9 hours of football and the Tom Brady Bill Belichick showdown tonight, and that'll be an interesting matchup. And again, don't get caught in these isolation games, right? Don't get caught in the emotions, and every network's going to be doing the tell the tape between Brady and Belichick. But at the end of the day, it's Tampa Bay against New England, and follow the line, right? Follow the line and see where the latest line is on that game. In fact, I'll take a look at that line in just a few minutes, And let's go to Major League Baseball. So the Boston Red Sox taking on the Nationals. That was a great game last night. The Nationals tied it up, but then Boston opened it up in the the top of the ninth. They went ahead 5-1, and then Washington came back with 2 in the bottom of the ninth. But the Red Sox closed the door for a 5-3 victory. Chris Sale going, hey, if you're gonna have a pitcher in the last day of the season to win you that big game, Chris Sale is a pretty good pitcher, and he's going up against Joan Adon today of the Washington Nationals. Minus 220 is the line here on the Bo Sox, and we do like the Nationals in an upset. 5.6 to 5.07. The over/under at 10.67. Chances of winning does favor the Nationals at 80%. That's because they're on a 4-game losing streak. Cincinnati taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates. Now the Reds loser of the last 4, taking on the Bucks. The Bucks was my upset special yesterday. I had Pittsburgh as my top underdog play. Mitch Keller going up against Reaver San Martin today of the Cincinnati Reds. I think I'm going to go right back to the Bucks. I've been riding them there the last 2 days, so I think I'm going to go right to Pittsburgh again today. And we're getting plus 120. So good value today on the Pittsburgh Pirates. Cleveland taking on the Texas Rangers. You got the Rangers a minus 108 favorite. Dane Dunning going up against Aaron Savali today of the Cleveland Indians. And when Savali goes for the Tribe, they're 14-6 straight up and 14-6 to the over. And the computer pick going to go Texas though. Dane Dunning and the Rangers 4.5 to 4.1. The over-under at 8.73. Padres taking on the Giants. We like the Padres in this one with Reese Nur here going up against Logan Webb of the San Francisco Giants, and 4.4 to 4.1 favoring San Diego, and the Kogo in this game is at 59%. Kogo stands for chance of game going over the total. All right, New York Yankees going to send Jameson Taillon here to the hill against Michael Wacha. Now, I think the last time Taillon started, he had something wrong with his foot in Toronto. So we'll see if that's going to bother him today on the hill. You want to send your best pitcher maybe on a day like today. A little surprised they don't send Garrett Cole to the hill. He's been their ace. And maybe, this to start the game, 2-3 innings to maybe, but you're going up against Tampa Bay, right? And Tampa Bay having no pity on the New York Yankees. In fact, was a 12-2 win yesterday for the Rays. And Michael Wacha going to go up against Jameson Taillon today again. And when Michael Wacha goes for the Tampa Bay Rays this season, they're 12-10, but 12-7-3 to the over. But the line here is 143 on the Yankees, and we do the computer pick based on only 5 games in the system. Going to go with New York 6.5 to 5.1. The over/under at 11.63. There's going to be a good matchup here today between Boston and the Yankees in their matchups, right? And Toronto Blue Jays just keeps winning along. A real slugfest the last couple days against the Baltimore Orioles. I was surprised they got the Means really early yesterday. In fact, it was like 6-1 or 6-0 in the second inning, so they got to Means very early. Bruce Zimmerman going to go up against Hyun-Jin Ryu today of the Toronto Blue Jays. 10.3 to 2.7, the over-under at 13.1. We've got the Phillies and Marlins. We have no pitchers yet for Philadelphia. Pablo Lopez going to go here for the Marlins. We do like Philly, 4.1 to 3.4, the over-under at 7.62. And looking at the Oakland A's taking on the Houston Astros, we got the A's winning this one, 4.3 to 3.9, the over-under at 8.32. Cole Irvin going up against Jose Urquidy today of the Houston Astros. The Stros winning 10-4 yesterday against Oakland. And the last 2 games between these 2 teams have gone over the total. Minnesota taking on the Kansas City Royals. We got the Royals sending Jackson Kowar to the hill against Charlie Barnes. What a great name for a pitcher, right? Charlie Barnes. Hey, go out there and get a W there, Charlie. And minus 110 is the price. And we do like the Royals in this one. 5.5 to 4.6, the over-under at 10.12. So it does like it to go over the total of under the total of 10.5. So big to high number today on the total between the Royals and the Twins. All right, Brew Crew taking on the Dodgers. Now the Brew Crew losing 3 straights. In fact, Dodgers, if you want to go in the playoffs hot, that's what they're doing right now. Walker Buehler's day off going to go up against Brett Anderson today of the Brew Crew. And you can see the LA Dodgers on a 6-game win streak. Milwaukee on a 3-game losing streak. 95-66 on the year. The Dodgers' last 4 games have gone over the total. But the computer pick based on 16 simulated games in the database going to go with Milwaukee in this one. 4.4 to 3.3. The over-under at 7.81. And Walker Buehler, when he goes for the Dodgers, they are 21-11 on the season. Detroit taking on the White Sox. We got the Tigers losing yesterday 5-4 to Lucas Giolito and the Chicago White Sox. Tyler Alexander going to go up today against Dylan Cease, and we do like the Tigers here. 4.4 to 4.3, the over-under at 8.8. We got the Rockies and Diamondbacks. Big win yesterday for Arizona, 11-2. 11-2 was the final, and I was on Zach 10 Hat Gallon. In fact, my bullpenpicks.com yesterday, if you go to most followed and you want to see how people have done the day before, the people you are following, I had Eddie O went 7-8. I went 10-5 yesterday. So a really good day yesterday in the at bullpenpicks.com. And if you always want my my baseball picks, you can get them for free each and every day right there at bullpenpicks.com. All right, Colorado 5.9, 4.9, the over-under at 10.83. No pitcher listed yet for the Rockies. LA taking on the Seattle Mariners. Mariners winning 6-4, staying in the race there with the Blue Jays, and hopefully we'll see today. You know, it's good that everything's going to play out, right? Like, just we've been talking for about a month who's going to win that wild card. It's the final chapter is today, and thank God it's over here, right? Hey, how much more do you want to talk about a wild card race for like 6 months? Angels and the Mariners, you got Tyler Anderson going up against Reed Detmer of the LA Angels, and looking at the line on this game, minus 163 for Seattle, the over-under at 8.5. We do like Seattle winning this one, 4.3 to 3.61. The over-under set here at 7.97. And looking at both these teams today, you got the Mariners are 90-71 on the year, and disappointing LA Angels, man. You know, I love Trout, but he can't stay healthy. It's as if Mike Trout can never ever stay healthy, and I don't know what his legacy is going to be like when it's all said and done for him. 76-85, and that's the Angels' record on the season. The Kogo at 49%. Cubbies taking on the Cardinals. Cardinals losing yesterday 6-5 to Adrian Sampson and the Chicago Cubs. Now the Cubbies are going to send Alex Mills to the hill today against Jake Woodford, and we do like the Cubbies again, 6.3 to 2.78. The over-under at 9.1. And the final game of the day, I don't think we got a late game tonight, right? I don't think there's an ESPN Sunday night game of the week. Let me take a quick look here of all the times. I don't think we do have a Sunday night game of the week, because I think everybody knows they're not going to compete with Brady and Belichick or the Patriots and Bucks, right, on prime time. Who's going to compete with that time slot tonight? I don't think anybody. So it looks like there's no ESPN Sunday night game of the week, and your final game will be the Mets and the Braves, and we do have Charlie Morton, the old veteran Charlie Morton, going up against Noah Syndergaard, Thor, for the New York Mets. Minus 128 is the price on the Braves, and the over-under set at 8.5. ATS forecast, computer pick, going to lean with Atlanta, 4.68 to 4.1. The over-under at 8.79. And looking at the Kogo in this game, it's at 52%. My line on the game, minus 110 for Atlanta, but minus 138 for the Mets. So a little interesting number there on the value index. All right, what do I see here? Lance LaRose in the house. Rusty's play of the day. Yeah, we'll have to get a Rusty's play of the day. Trends for the win yesterday. Friends and trends. Yeah, let's go to the trends are your friends section and what the people in the bullpen are talking about. If you go to ATS Stats, and again, we're running a promo right now. If you want to get 20% off your next membership right now, or 25% off, we've jacked it up 5%. You get 25% off now. Put OCT like October OCT 25, all capital letters, and you get 25% off your next membership right here at atsstats.com. And today's a good day to get it for week number 4 of the NFL. All right, let's go to Major League Baseball. And let's take a look at some of the trends here today for a Sunday, October 3rd. The Brew Crew, 11-1 as an away team playing on Sunday this season. So if you like Milwaukee, they seem to do good on the 7th day. The Giants, 11-1 as a 160 to 180 home favorite playing on Sundays the last 10 years. The over is 10-1 for the Padres. Another Sunday. It must be a Sunday trend going on here. The over, 10-1 for the Padres as an away team playing on Sunday, 90.9% this season. All right, here we go. No Sunday trends here. The Giants are 10-1 as a 160, 180 home favorite versus a division opponent the last 3 years. The Red Sox, 9-1, not what the Blue Jay fans want to see right there. 9-1 as an away team playing in the month of October the last 3 years. The over, 9-1 for the Cubbies as a 160, 180 road underdog versus a division opponent. So they're playing the Cards. That's the last 7 years. Let me see here. What else we got here? The Milwaukee Brewers. Look at this one. 17-3 as an away team in the third game of a series since this season. So the third game of a series, Milwaukee has done very well. Excuse me. And Milwaukee is the second best team in baseball on the road this season. And let's go one more for the road here. Let's take a different one. Let's go with the Rangers. The Texas Rangers, the under is 2 overs, 10 unders, and 0 pushes for the Rangers as they pick them the minus 120 home favorite after a non-division game the last 2 years. So those are some of the top trends here today. And again, you get that with your membership right here at atsstats.com. All right, MLB Game Picks is 71.29 on bullpen. Wow, that's pretty good. So MLB Game Pick, I think that's Justin. He's hitting, that's a pretty good percentage, 71.29. So yeah, 70% on the last 100 picks. So Justin is doing very well right now. All right, let's go to the trends for week number 4. And I think I might have done this earlier this week, but if you're tuning in right now, here's the some of the trends for today in NFL. Packers 15-2 as a home team in the month of October last 10 years. The under is 8-2 for the Jets as a home team, and the total is 45 or higher the last 3 seasons. The under is 8-2 for the Dolphins as a home team, coming off an AFC West division opponent. So they played the Raiders last week, and that goes back 10 years. The Detroit Lions, I like the Lions today. I like the Lions getting +3 against the Bears. The Lions are 9-2-1 as a road underdog the month of October when they're coming off a home loss, and they scored more than 10 points in back-to-back games. So that helps your cause if you do like the Lions today. The New York Giants, they got a crazy road record the last 3 years as an underdog. They are 13-1-1 as an underdog, road underdog in the month of October, while coming off back-to-back straight-up losses and allowed 17 points or more against in their last game. The Cowboys, how about them Cowboys? 10-2-1 against the spread as a home favorite before a division game and coming off 3 ATS wins. So if you like Dallas, I'm on the other side today. And the over 13-3-0 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as a road team during the month of October, coming off 1-game loss. The under 8-2 for the Chicago Bears as a home team after a non-conference game, coming off an ATS loss, and that loss was a road loss as an underdog. If you like the over in the Washington game, it's 9-2-1 for Washington as a road underdog during week 1 to 4 and coming off a 1-game loss. Now that line might have changed right now. I know earlier in the week, let me see, was that line -1 for Atlanta? Let me check the latest line. Okay, I'll have to double check this stat right here. And the under 9-1 for the Eagles as a home team coming off back-to-back ATS losses, and that goes back to the last 4 years. All right, there's a ton of information. They're just trying to get some food and rest, says Sniper. I think upsets today, Jets, Texans, Eagles. Wow, a one-and-done sports betting network. I don't know about that one. He says I think the upsets today are the Jets, Texans, and Eagles. Maybe the Eagles. I don't think about the Texans and Jets. The Jets, I don't think so. All right, is there any game you guys want me to handicap in the NFL? I'll use the RAM report, and I'll use some of the cheat sheets. And if there's anything you want me to check on the ATS calculator. So speaking of the calculator, this one here really surprised me. If you go to that Denver game against Baltimore, look what the calculator has here on this one. So basically, this is the ATS calculator that I invented about 2004. And basically, it just tells you all the situational handicapping averages, and then you can clear out any of the fields if you feel that it doesn't pertain to that game. So let's do Baltimore against Denver, the home team, and look at the ATS results. Denver to win by 17, the over-under at 44.24, and the over in that game is 44.5, so it likes it to go a hair under the total. All right, let me see here. So Arizona, LA Rams. All right, let's go Arizona against the LA Rams, and let me bring up that game right now. Arizona, LA Rams. Now, Arizona, when you look at Arizona's, okay, they're on a 3-game win streak, but 38-13, that was a convincing win at Tennessee, but with Tennessee, a bit, Jekyll and Hyde. Vikings, tough lot. Vikings go 0-3 in the preseason, and just they just can't, even though they won last week, we'll see if that defense, it's the defense with the Viking that concerns me a lot. And the Cardinals beat the Jaguars 31-19. So out of all those big opponents, nothing really there like they're going to see today with the Rams. Now the Rams, a convincing win last week against the Buccaneers. 2 good defenses. to me, I know everybody was talking about Brady and Matthew Stafford, but I thought that defense for the LA Rams held its own. And, the Bucs are a bit banged up right now. But looking at the Rams against the Colts are not what we thought they were. And the Bears definitely not what they thought they were. So LA Rams could be in a letdown situation here today. And Arizona coming off that 31-19 win. Now Arizona is going to play the third road game in 4 weeks, right? So that could play a little bit of a toll today because winning on the road is tough, especially in college football, but NFL too. But this the only thing that a little concerns me about this game is that the Rams are on the road for the third time in 4 weeks. But the LA Rams, how beat up are they from that physical beating? Not beating that they lost, but the physical toll that it might have taken place last week against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now the forecast on this game likes the look at that 28.3, 28.1. Yeah, I can see this being a field goal game. And if the Cardinals, what's the history between these two teams? Let me take a look at the history. So the last time these two teams met was last year. It was an 18-7 victory for the Rams. Prior to that, it was 38-28. And then prior to that, it was 31-24. But the thing that I'm noticing, look at their the last 5 matches. The last five times these teams met, the games were either in December or January. Look at this. December 23rd, December 1st, December 29th. Obviously division opponents, right? But, so we'll see how this one plays out in October. And let me see here. What else do we got in stats? I can see this being a field goal game. I do if the Rams take a good. One thing you don't want to do with the Rams is go at halftime with McVay leading, right? I think he's 50-0 now or 49-0. He's got some crazy record. So so I think the Rams are the team that wins here, but I think the Cardinals probably could get the cover. And if they're behind, they got the offense to catch up, right? But again, the only downfall with these two situations is that the Cardinals playing their third game on the road in 4 weeks, where the Rams coming off a physical game against the Bucs. All right, let me take a look at another game right here. Seattle says Chad. OG Wheat likes Denver. Gloria likes Green Bay. Oh, you want me to do the Green Bay game? All right, this here's the trap of the week. I think this is the trap game of the week between the Packers and the Steelers. And the reason why I say that is, everybody, I'll go back to the Janet Jackson reference, right? What have you done for me lately? And Joe Public, what they always do is they'll always look back at the last week, right? What did the Packers do last week? Well, they beat up the 49ers. Well, didn't really beat them up, but won in a convincing, last second field goal. It wasn't convincing, but it was a last second field goal, 30-28. Kind of lucky, right? And then the Packers beat the Lions team where they struggled in the first half against the Detroit Lions and then dominated in the second half. And we all know the situation in week 1 where they lost to the Saints 38-3. Pittsburgh Steelers, now that week 1 against Buffalo is just it's throwing me for a real a curveball, right? And then they go play the Raiders at home and then they lose 26-17. And then Cincinnati, as much as people are saying, oh, the Steelers lost that game, no, the Bengals won that game. Joe Burrow is growing as a quarterback, and the Bengals are a good football team. They're not great, but they're an improved football team. They're gonna get better. They're what now 3-1. So this is they're playing some really good opponent. You look at who the Steelers have played. Bengals are a good football team. Raiders are a good football team. So are the Bills. The Packers, I'm still not sold on that 49ers offense right now. The Lions 0-3, and the Saints, well, they're still trying to figure it out without life after Drew Brees, right? I know everybody's going to be on Green Bay, but I think the Steelers are the play here today. 22-18 is the number I have here. I think Pittsburgh is where you want to lean in this one. And I know it's probably going to go against contrarian thinking, but I think you want to follow what's the line now, 5.5. And this line was what earlier in the week? Was it 6.5 or something like that? In fact, when I look back to last Sunday, let me just check out the line, what it opened up at. It opened up at 6.5, and it's bet down to 5.5. So you can see, Sunday money, Sunday money coming in on the Steelers. All right, I'm doing good, big guy. Top of the morning. There's Juice Box. How you doing, Juice Box? Hopefully you guys are having a good day. Miss Denica's in the house. And all right, so any other games you guys want me to handicap right now? LA Rams all time 32 and won 8 times against the Cardinals. I'm here, man. How are you? Says Sniper. Again, folks, if you enjoyed the show, please hit that like button. And if you're new for the very first time, just hit the subscribe button. And again, we are live every morning, and I'm doing this till Super Bowl, and then we'll see what the schedule permits. But you know what? We're going to be very busy with NBA, NHL, NFL, college football. It's going to be an exciting time. And two great CFL football games last night. I got to pump the tires for the CFL guys right now. I know a lot of Canadians love the CFL, and I'm one of them. And that game in Hamilton yesterday screwed me out of a 3-team parlay. Hey, I had I had Winnipeg on Friday night. I had Hamilton -1, and then I had Calgary +3 for a 3-team parlay. And Vernon Adams Jr., former Oregon Duck, decided to play Superman yesterday after twisting his ankle in the first quarter and leading his team to a great comeback. But, if you're going to lose like that, you got to tip your hat, right? So great job on the win for the Montreal Alouettes. If you're a Hamilton fan, that was a tough one. I don't understand. I don't understand why people play, the defense coordinators play prevent defense when it's 3rd and 18 or 3rd and 20. This is where I'm going to take off my fan hat, put on my coach's hat. It's 3rd and 18 or 3rd and 20, and they send 3 guys to rush the quarterback. And they put so if there's 3, there's 8 in coverage, or 9 in coverage. There's 9 DBs in coverage, and Vernon Adams throws a missile to Lewis for the game-winning touchdown. But what blows my mind, Steinauer, is that why would you only send 3? It's 3rd and 21. Throw the house at him. Don't give him time on a 3-man coverage to think about it. Make him rush the throw, right? Anyways, that's my 2 cents as a football coach. Prevent defense prevents you from winning, and it prevented Hamilton. I put that on the DC. To send 3 guys, that was not a smart play. All right, Carolina against Dallas Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? All right, let me go to this one here. We'll see Carolina against Dallas. That's for Juice Box, and then I'll get to Dolphins and Colts. All right, where's Chad with my focus chat there? Normally Chad likes to tell me to focus here. Focus. Hey, Chad. All right, Carolina against the Dallas Cowboys, -4.5 for the Cowboys. Now, Matt Rule's got this team playing well, right? And you've heard me say it all the time. Matt Rule just goes to programs and turns them around. Temple, Baylor. Could have used Baylor yesterday, but I had Oklahoma State, thank God. And looking at Dallas, -4.5 here today. 51.5 is the total. The ATS forecast, going to go with the Dallas Cowboys. Look at that, 29-23. The over-under at 52.57. Looking at my newsletters. 2 of my newsletters that I subscribe to and respect are on the Dallas Cowboys. One of them is on the Panthers to win straight up. I do like Carolina to cover the spread here today. I don't know if they're going to get the win in Dallas the way the Dallas offense is playing. Diggs playing great at the corner. Really good up-and-coming defensive back for the Dallas Cowboy, Diggs. And looking at Carolina, 3-0 in the year, 3-0 against the point spread. So are the Cowboys. Cowboys been in every game. You look at Dallas, every game, 29-31 against the Bucs. That was the only loss. Could have won that game. They got a last-second field goal to beat the Chargers and destroyed the Eagles on Monday night, where the Panthers, 24-9 against the Texans, 26-7 against the Saints. These are all convincing wins, right? 19-14 against the Jets, and that was week 1. And, when you go into week 1, you just don't know what to expect, right? But Carolina, the thing I like with Carolina, they're getting better every week. The only thing I'm a little concerned is their strength of schedule. Playing the Jets, the Saints, and the Texans. Out of all those teams, the Saints are maybe the toughest opponent right there. But the Cowboys, you're playing the Buccaneers, Chargers, and Eagles. 2 of the 3 are pretty tough. But looking at the history between these 2 teams, Dallas is 7-3 straight up in the last 10 head-to-head meetings between the Panthers, 5-5 against the number, where Carolina is 2-4 in Big D, 3-2-1 against the number. The last time these 2 teams met was on 2018, September 9th, so that must have been week 1. Week 1 or week 2, right? So I'm pretty sure it's week 1. 16-8 was the victory for the Panthers, and the last time these guys played in Dallas, it was a 33-14 win. And that was 2015, but that was many moons ago. All right, looking at the Carolina Panthers going into this game. Now, here's the thing. They're on a 3-game win streak, and any team in the NFL the last 3 years, they're on the road on a 3-game win streak. They're 18-16 against the point spread, 20-14 to the over. This one could very well go over the total here today. You got two offenses that can light it up, and we'll see if Sam Darnold. Hey, you know what? Sam Darnold playing. He just needed to get out of New York to spread his wings type thing, right? But if you're playing this game here today, and the way the underdogs look at the NFL this season, let's go to the SBI, the Sports Betting Index. Look at what's come in this year. If you look at what's come in so far this season in the against the point spread, 45.3% of the underdogs have come in. Favorites have only cashed in 29.7%. Oh, no. Okay, that's why it's at 0. That's why it's not showing. I was going to say, that's pretty low. But last week, week 3, 50%. So, yeah, this will work out once today's games are over. But when you look at last week, yeah, it's pretty much even Steven, right? 50-50. The favorites in week number 1 went 43%, 68 in week 2, 62 in week 3, and I expect that to be about that today. So again, I do like a lot of underdogs today. I'm not gonna lie, I like a lot of underdogs here today, but I'm gonna lean with Carolina plus 4.5. I like the over a little bit better. I do like the over. What's the Kogo at? 67%. Yeah, I do like the over a little bit better. And again, Kogo stands for chance of game going over the total. All right, focus. Ron says Gloria. Yeah, focus. There we go. There's my focus crew. Bills to cover says Jukebox. You know what? Don't even touch that. I think Texans are. You look at the game the Houston Texans has played. They've been counted out every game, right? I think they've been an underdog most games, if not all. Let me go to Houston, Buffalo. Buffalo is just warming up. Like, you don't want to go against Buffalo right now. Even though the forecast says 29-24, I think Buffalo romps them here today. But there's one thing I don't do in the NFL, and I don't lay minus 10 or double digits in football. You got to respect NFL football players and coaching staffs with a right game plan. Look what Pittsburgh did to Buffalo in week 1, right? But you look at who Houston has played. They played the Jaguars, the Browns, and the Panthers, right? So 37-21 victory against Jacksonville. 21-31 against the Browns. So the Browns, a good defense, right? And then you got 24-9 on that Thursday night against the Panthers. But Buffalo, 41 against Washington, 43-21 against Washington. Ass whooping against the Dolphins, 35-0. And then 23-16. Again, I'll go back to Dable. I think Brian Dable, the offense coordinator for the Buffalo Bills, really didn't call a good game against the Steelers. So we'll see what type of game plan that Houston comes up for today to eliminate some of the threats for the Buffalo Bills. But if you're going to play this one, how do you not take the plus 16.5? But I think there's better games on the board, right? Better games on the board. Bills first half, maybe. Dallas present, A-ball cash. Sam got the juice. Got a beat down yesterday in college. Yeah, we all did. Yeah. College football's tough. College football is a tough one. That's a lot of points to cover. I'm off to the Bills game. Yeah, I'm off to. Yeah, I never even started. Hey, I had to be on it to get off it, but I was never on that one. All right, this is the game of the day, I think. This year, it will be the game of the day, and I'm going to be all over the Denver Broncos. This is one of my top plays today. I love Denver in this spot, and, say what you want against the teams they played. Like I don't think they even have a win. 0-3, 0-3, 0-3. But that is, this is still the NFL. I look at Baltimore. Yeah, they're getting, they're getting the respect here. And I think, what's the line now? What's the latest line on this game? Let me take a look here at Bookmaker and see where Baltimore is. So looking at the NFL, Baltimore against Denver. This is going to be a great game. So Denver is -1 now. I think it's always been -1. It's flip-flop all week, right? I think Denver is the play here today. If you're going to play this game, I think Denver, I know my ATS calculator has them winning huge, but looking at, Baltimore, how they got here to, they're 2-1 and 1-2 against the number. And Lamar Jackson was a question mark, probably still is. He got a bad back. 19-17 against the Lions. That if that's not a red flag, I don't know what is. So they win by 2 against the Lions. They win by 1 against the Chiefs, and that was a big win, right? You can't take nothing against that win. It's Kansas City. They're 1-2. Keep in mind they're 1-2. People are figuring out Patrick Mahomes. Bill Belichick last year, I think it was last year, was a Thursday night game. I think he gave the blueprint on how to contain Patrick Mahomes in that offense. And I think people are copying, all the DCs are copying it, and they're using that, right? Because, Kansas City's struggling since that New England game. Go back to last year. I think it was last year. It was like week 10 or week 9 where the Chiefs played the Patriots. And Belichick, even though I think they lost, it was a low-scoring affair. But they showed the blueprint on how to contain Patrick Mahomes and that offense, right? And, you contain Mahomes and Kelsey. And you got to me, I think Kansas City needs a stronger running game, right? I think that's what's hurting. I always say it all the time, right? A quarterback's best friend is a great running game. And right now, Kansas City, I don't think they have a great running game. And then they lost in overtime to the Raiders. So Baltimore is not dominating right now. Where you look at Denver, they're winning in I would say convincing fashion, right? 27-13 against the Giants, 23-13 at and keep in mind now, those first two games of the year were on the road. And then 26-0 last week against the Jets. I love Denver in this spot here today. I don't know what you guys are thinking, but when I look at Baltimore's record in the last 10 games at Denver, 3-7 straight up, 4-5-1 against the number. The Broncos got the Steelers on decks, where the Ravens got the Colts. And I'm going to be on Denver today against Baltimore. There's Rusty. There's Rusty's play of the day. He likes Denver. You can hear him barking. Hey, money looks like it could be right for Denver, says Sniper. Minnesota, Cleveland. Yeah, this is a tough one. Minnesota against Cleveland. Now, again, always go back to perception versus reality, right? What's the perception going into this game? Is Minnesota back? Is Cleveland, the defense, are they still going to be like, stingy like they were, like they've been playing, right? If you look at last week, they only allowed 6 points against the Bears, 21 against the Texans. They lost to the Chiefs, but if you recall in week 1, they went to Kansas City, played a good first half, but then Andy Reid and the offense figured it out in the second half. And you ABC always be closing, and the Cleveland Browns did not close out that game. And but Baker Mayfield to me is getting better. He's like a fine wine right now. He's getting better with time, and I love Baker Mayfield. I love his leadership. He's not as cocky as he was when he first got in the league. I always like a quarterback with a quiet confidence, right? Just get the job done and no rah rah rah. Sip boom bah. Just get the job done. But when you look at Minnesota, it's the defense that always worries me. Now, I'm going to credit the defensive game plan of Zimmer last week. They let Seattle go to a 17-7 lead, but then they shut them down. They absolutely shut down the Seahawks. No more aerial assault. They took away Metcalf. They lock it. They shut them down. The Cardinals, 34-31. They lost by 1. And 24-27 to the Bengals. The Bengals are a good team. People are going to, we're always thinking the Bungles, right? But no, Cincinnati is a good football team, and Zach Taylor's got these guys playing some good football right now. So the strength of schedule for the Minnesota Vikings has been very good. Cleveland, the Bears, Texans, Chiefs, and the Chiefs are 1-2, right? Texans are 1-2, and the Bears are what? 1-2 or 0-3, something like that. So, the strength of schedule for the Cleveland Browns has not been good. And Minnesota, you can see their strength of schedule has been tough, right? But if you're going to play this game here today, folks, and what's the line on this game? Another pick 'em type line. Let me see what the bookmakers have in some of these other spots. -1 Cleveland. Yeah, you know what? I don't know how you not go with Minnesota in this spot. I think as much as it's my uncomfortable pick. And anybody who follows this channel and knows that, sometimes when you're handicapping a game and you're saying, I know I should be taking Cleveland, but there's part of me that's saying that Minnesota's the play here. So I'm going to take that uncomfortable feeling and pick, and I'm going to go with Minnesota. Minnesota is my uncomfortable play of the day. And you know what? If you do that type of try this for an exercise today. Let's take a look at all the games on the board. So let me bring up all the games here on the board for NFL. I'm going to just try this out. Just try this out, and everybody has a feeling on how they like a game, right? So there's always perception versus reality. What's the perception going into this game, but what's the reality, right? People are going to be on Green Bay, and go look at all the consensus site. Pittsburgh's an uncomfortable play. This one here, it's even. This one here, Tampa Bay is the perception play, but the uncomfortable play is New England. This one here, the perception play is Cleveland. The uncomfortable play is Minnesota. Julio's out, Brown's out. So this game here, even the Jets, uncomfortable play, right? They're still trying to figure it out. This one here is pretty much a coin flip. This one here, the uncomfortable play right here. This one here, no, you can't say Carolina is an uncomfortable play because they're 3-0, right? This one here, same thing. Eagles and Giants. I like Kansas City in this spot here today. I like Kansas City. This coming off a Monday night game, could this be an uncomfortable spot to take the Eagles? Maybe. This one here, no. This one here, the Indianapolis, their strength of schedule has been tough the first 3 weeks. This one here, no. This is a very uncomfortable play, right? If you listen to my buddy who was at Juice Box, I'd like the Texans to win straight up. And this one here, Chargers, and that doesn't fit into my uncomfortable play. So of all the uncomfortable plays today, so Houston is one. Let me see. The other one would be Eagles. The other one would be the Giants. The uncomfortable play, the Jets, Vikings, Patriots, and Steelers. Those are the uncomfortable plays today that of all the teams that you're handicapping, you know that the perception is the favorite should win that game, but do they cover that game? That's the biggest question you got to ask yourself, right? So, all right, the Ravens struggle against the Lions, says Steph. Thomas Maggio, go Raymond. How you doing, Thomas? Thanks for the shout out. Appreciate you. And poor Rusty took his manhood away. Yeah, we got Rusty neutered this week, so Rusty's not too happy with us right now. Hey, he's got his cone on and he's hitting everything inside. In fact, we had to take it off sometimes. He's trying to chew his cone thing off. But Rusty's doing good today. You know what? It's as if he's back to normal. He's full of piss and vinegar. Anybody who's had black labs, man, the worst nightmare is when someone tries to come in the house. Hey, family or company, trying to contain your 42 kilogram black lab when especially when the UPS or the FedEx guy comes, the poor door takes a beating. But hey, it's all fun, right? Parlay, the uncomfortable parlay, haha. Yeah, you know what, Gloria K, you can try that. That would be a very uncomfortable parlay, but if it pays out, that's a very comfortable payout, though. That would be a very comfortable payout. All right, there you have it. Today's free play of the day is the Denver Broncos. Take the money line. Don't even sweat the -1. If you're going to take the money, spend the other $10 and take the money line. My upset special today is Pittsburgh Steelers plus 6.5. That would be my one of my upset specials. So Pittsburgh plus 6.5 and Denver -1 are my top two plays today. And again, folks, if you're interested in the Rain Report and you want to get a detailed tip sheet, now I did a video the other day. It's a 20-minute video, and it shows you exactly what you get with your membership here at atsstats.com. Now, it's a bit lengthy, but you know what? We have a lot of stuff in the toolbox. When you go to your dashboard inside here, there's a lot. All these buttons represent special features into the website. So if you ever want to understand any of these features, look at that video or go to our tutorials, go to tools, go to ATS tutorials, and then from there you can see there's 18 other videos. And again, it's a big website. That's why I do all these tutorial videos, so I don't spend all day writing emails and telling you how to use the website, right? It's much easier if you just watch tutorials. And folks, take 25% off your next membership package right now. Put in promo code OCT, as in October, OCT25, all capital letters, OCT25, and get 25% off your monthly or year package. And you can get it today at atsstats.com. All right, baseball. We talked about baseball. Good luck with your picks today. If you want my baseball picks for free, go to bullpenpicks.com. My handle is Ronnie Ray. I went 10-5 yesterday. Woohoo! Hey, 10-5 was a pretty good day. Had a pretty good day in baseball yesterday. And you can get my play. And you know what? bballpicks.com is coming. Hockeypicks.com and Hail Mary Picks. Don't forget to make your plays today at hailmarypicks.com. Hail Mary Picks. So if you go right here, you can put in your picks today at hailmarypicks.com. I'll put in I think my picks are already in. I think they're already in, but I'll double check. All right, folks, have yourself a great rest of your NFL Sunday. We'll be back here on a Manic Monday. And for Sunday, October 3rd, Hasta la vista, baby. See you mañana. Cheers.